Hi, this is Thomas Believe in Run, and today I'm here with Alex from Diadora. Alex, say hi.
Ciao, everyone.
Ciao, what's that? Is that Italian or something?
Italian for hello.
Okay. So today we are talking about a brand new shoe, a racing shoe from Diadora. It's called Equipe Corsa, and we're gonna run through it with Alex, and he's gonna give us all the details. I did do a 6-mile run with Robbie and Jarrett and Megan this morning, so we got a feel for the shoe. We'll talk about that towards the end of the review. So Alex, why don't we run through, let's start with the upper, this mesh light airy upper.
Yeah, so we have a nylon air mesh upper, and we're gonna have PU overlays for just a little bit more reinforcement. And you'll also find in the center eyelets a pulley system that actually, when you're lacing up the midfoot, it's gonna wrap that arch, so it's an arch saddle to provide a little bit more structure and support. The key element here is to keep the weight down and keep the foot as light as possible.
Yeah, it does a nice job of locking the foot down. Also, 20 degrees out this morning, this mesh was breathing too well. My foot was totally cold, but it did warm up over the run. The upper felt pretty good. It fit well. I didn't have any issues. I didn't have any heel lift. There was no hot spots. Obviously, it was only a 6-mile run. We'll get some more miles in before we give our final review. Moving on down, we've got a removable insole.
Yep.
What's special about this?
So you'll find in most shoes, you'll have a foam on the strobel board underneath the sock liner. This shoe, you're not gonna have anything there, and the reason why is when you have the strobel board there, it can compress unevenly, which gives unbalanced ride over a period of time, and we wanted to keep things leveled from the first time you're running it till 300, 400 miles.
Is that what you're expecting out of this shoe, about 300 to 400 miles?
I would say closer to 300, but it depends on the person's efficiency, weight. There's so many different variables, but I would say that 300 to 400 mark sounds about right.
We're looking at a new foam from Diadora that I'm assuming we're gonna see in more of your shoes, but tell us about this new foam.
Yeah, so this new foam is called DD Anima. It's a new midsole compound where it's making its debut in the Equipe Corsa, but it's something that's gonna be eventually blended into a lot of our other models in the future. And this foam is essentially an expanded EVA with the super compound blended into it. That just gives a ton of bounce. It's really squishy and it's very resilient. So you get a lot of durability, a lot of shock absorption, and a lot of energy return.
So we're looking at that and we're coming down, and the sculpture of this shoe and the way that you guys did the geometry of this midsole.
Everything has a purpose in our shoes. Nothing's there for fluff or just design. And you'll see, just starting at the heel, you're gonna have this rounded, sculpted heel, which the whole element is to get transition to happen as quick as possible. And then with this DD Anima foam, it compresses so fast because of the durometer of the foam that once you crash down, it accelerates that position into mid stance. And then you start to engage the plate where that has a very dense centerpiece that provides some stability, and then also it extends up into the forefoot to provide some torque. So once you get into that drive phase with this triangular flex groove, you'll get a lot of snap and a lot of spring blended into that foam.
You know, it's weird. At first I was a little concerned about the shape of this heel because it actually looks like an anatomical heel. So I was thinking stability wise, is it gonna give you that platform? I don't normally have to worry about that so much because I'm a midfoot striker, but I was a little concerned that maybe this was gonna be an unstable landing because it's not a lot of volume back here. But I didn't seem to have that issue when I was running, and the front felt really stable.
So like there's two things here where you'll see like from just a top view that the shoe really protrudes out on the lateral and medial side, which flares out that base, which gives it that stable platform that Thomas was mentioning. And then as you go on to the drive phase, you'll see where the flex grooves are further up. That's just steering the foot towards the big toe, where that plate extends up that way. So you'll get a lot of power and a lot of leverage there. And it also comes into this added point of the shoe. So you'll see this extra 2 centimeters of foam up here. Once you're going to the drive phase, you want to go as far up as you can for more power, and that extra 2 centimeters up front gives the individual the ability to get really up on their toes so they propel themselves forward more rather than bouncing up and down, wasting energy.
Now that's the thing, a lot of the shoes that we talk about, like super shoes nowadays, the bounce is something that's really, you know, people are getting used to as far as running. It's that up and down. You're saying that in the way that the Diadora shoe is set up, it's not so much about the bounce, it's more about the transition and keeping the transition fast like a track spike?
100%, and that's what this shoe is. It's the track spike for the road. We don't want any bounce at all. So the more you bounce, the more energy you're wasting. We want that individual to have a lot of forward propulsion to cover more distance without wasting any energy.
All right, so give me the specs of the shoe. What are we talking about drop? What are we talking about weight? And when can people get it?
So this shoe comes in weighing at 7.4 ounces for men in a men's size 8.5, and it comes in weighing at 6.1 ounces for a women's size 5, and both have a 10 millimeter drop. And in terms of availability, if you're watching this right now, it's on the market.
And where do people get it? Because you guys aren't doing like online sales. This is mostly direct from.
Yeah, so it's all of our products found at local run specialty businesses.
Basically, if you want this shoe, you're going to go to your local running retailer, request it if they don't have it. But if they do have it, get it on your feet, give this a try. I think it's pretty unique. I think you're going to want to try this out. For us, when we went for the run this morning, again, it was cold, so I don't know that we were feeling the full effects of the durometer of this new foam, but it felt a little bit on the firm side. And I would say optimal use for this shoe for me was probably in the 5K to 10K range, whereas you're saying this is good for the marathon and beyond.
Yeah, so it depends on the individual's efficiency and what they're comfortable with, but for someone like Thomas running a 5K in it, I might run a half marathon in it. Jared's the speedy guy, so he might run a marathon in it, so it all depends on the person.
Yeah, it does depend on the person. So it's just going to come down. For me, it was a little firm for marathon distance. I'm used to now getting these softer super shoes that I feel like are really nice on the legs for that long distance. I'm going to get more miles in this. Maybe I'll change my mind. But right now, this I think would be a fun, fast shoe for shorter distance races. Yeah, you got to check it out.
Ciao.
And, yeah, say hi to your mom.
Say ciao to your mom.
That's it. Say ciao to your mom.
Ciao, everyone.
Ciao, what's that? Is that Italian or something?
Italian for hello.
Okay. And today we're talking about the Equipe Corsa. Isn't that right?
Yep.
You didn't say ciao this time.
Oh yeah, I gotta say ciao, sorry.
Is Thomas believe in the run?
This is Alex from Diadora.
How you doing, Alex?
Pretty good, how about you?
No, you're supposed to say ciao.
Oh, damn it, okay.
Hi, this is Thomas Believe in the Run, and I'm here with Alex from Diadora today. How's it going, Alex?
Ciao, everyone.
He got it right this time.